Peace and blessings, beautiful people. My name is Lizay Anderson, and I want to thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. This is the second video, and it's coming at a difficult time. Like, lately, or the past couple days, I've been meditating on the death of Mac Miller, who was somebody I feel I grew up with. He's 26 years old, and he served as a symbol for a lot of questions, highlight on Megadelic. A lot of questions that I had were I'm 24, around the same age. A lot of the same thoughts, trials, tribulations, and like I feel like I intimately related to him all, and seeing his passing and going back watching a lot of his interviews, like the joy he had somewhat, but you can tell like something fleeting, like a sense of loss he carried often. And listening to his music, like him constantly saying money ain't it, he's turning to drugs, women, whatever the case may be, seeking a new high, another high every day. It ultimately led to his demise. So today I wanted to talk about the act of creation. What is creation, and like why do people succumb to it? Why do people succumb in what we can do, alternatives? So my first thought as to behind why creativity or whatever leads to our demise is we have a tendency to have truly tainted motivations behind why we're doing what we're doing. A lot of really dope people create with the intent of receiving the approval from others and like accolades in the material sense, and not that that's not okay, but if that's the driving force behind your motivation, no, you will succumb to the same things that which you treasure, that your heart and mind treasure. So thinking and applying it to my life, like I've had aspirations of many different things. For example, being an athlete, painting, spoken word, whatever the case may be, and it never came out quite as I hoped. Thankfully, because of God, but and what He wanted to teach me, or Yahweh wanted to teach me, it was like my motivation was weak. I really wanted to. My craft was predicated on the approval of other people. I wanted to create things that, hey, I snapped, and I want y'all to acknowledge I'm gifted, as opposed to me creating from a place of authentic expression. So that thought intimately hits with me on motivation and like the approval, like gunning for the approval of other people. When I wanted to compete in basketball, like my actions weren't from a place of or posture of worship for the Creator and for a true love of the sport. It was because I wanted to be better than this man or that girl or whatever, not because it was something I loved and I wanted to glorify God with. So that can ultimately lead to a lot of people's demise as well. As far as creation, I said I want to define creation. Creation is an act of participating and engaging in this reality with an authentic sense of self, in a way that manipulates or adds to the environment. That's creativity to me. Creativity is related to beauty intrinsically and in the external, morality, whatever the case may be. And it's like we have just a tendency to let man govern our creation. Of course, we experience each other more often than not, but like, or all the time really. But approval and material gain are like destructive, because these things are very fleeting. They're just momentary. Like in this experience, like you don't really own this house. You're not gonna be in this house forever. You're not gonna be in your whip forever. Like all that stuff just isn't of significance. And it seems like when those people get to that high level of achievement, and like thinking about the recent narratives of LeBron James, Odell Beckham, and a multitude of other people, they commodify the intent. Like OBJ, he was saying people treat him like a zoo animal. Whip, you know what I mean? Like dance, do something, chuck and jive. Same thing with LeBron. He said he's getting to a place where he's not caring for white people because they've commodified a love for expression, how they want to express themselves in this experience. They've commodified a love and reduced these individuals' humanity. And I can say the same thing is applied on a grand scale to like celebrities or whatever. People we've made idols and ourselves. Like we have a passion for teaching. We should teach to teach, not teach for money or whatever. Like, and on top of that, we don't attribute our value to it. So in meditating on all these things, I wanted to come up with some alternatives to how we should view creation in this experience, and what we can do to just level up like the soul and protect the soul. Of course, having a great heart, great intent, a conviction to display your gifts and combine it with an act of service in some sense, like looking at LeBron, looking at Jalen Rose, looking at a wellspring of athletes, Arthur Ashe, Serena Venus, a lot of old school, Kareem, Abdul Rahim, the shooter, he played for Denver. Like people have used their love as an expression of their faith in a creator, and ultimately as a teaching tool to like not condemn the woes of this world, but to really exercise authority in these realms. And that's powerful. So like if you're an apex predator, if you're gunning for the top, use the platform knowing like, hey, it's bigger than me. It's way bigger than me. There's generations at stake, and I'm a vessel of light to these various people because they look up to me, because the media wants to commodify me, but I can tell the truth on this platform no matter what. Yeah, that's big to me. Another thought is I like a lot of this stuff is meaningless that we celebrate. We've created idols out of everybody. You're not supposed to have no idol. Like you're just as powerful as a Denzel, as a Benjamin Banneker, as a Barack Obama, as a David Banner. I'm naming a lot of brown people because we need to hear it. Like we have authority, like, so we don't need to create idols. And it reminds me of this thought in the Bible in Ecclesiastes. Everything is meaningless. Advancement is meaningless. Toil is meaningless. Pain, oppression, all this stuff is meaningless. This is stuff that has gone about through time. You know what I mean? And not to say that we can't address these situations. Pursue everything with a strong conviction, but no, one man can't change the world, but collective agreement and unique expression of self in combination is what's gonna lead to freedom. And intercession, like intercession is a big thing. So a lot of it's meaningless. Don't pursue that which fleets. Gun for the eternal. Oh, the eternal dwells in you. So manifest that. Manifest the divine in this realm. Don't worry about that which is fleeting. Like money is gonna come and go. All this stuff, but the people around you, that's what lasts forever. Cause it's souls. Like, and what does a man profit? That goes back to that last quote. What does a man profit if he gains, and woman profit if he gains the world and loses his soul? Like, you can have it all. You've seen so many stories of people having quote unquote it all, whatever it may be, but there's no peace of mind. There's no peace in their heart. The same stuff they want to heal keeps still conflicted. Looking at the life of Mac, it was evident, you know. So I just want to conclude by saying stay encouraged, like, and really know your motivation behind why you do what you do. Is your good? Do you want the glory or do you want to give glory? Do you want the love or to spread love? Do you already have the love? Do you know that you're loved? You know what I mean? So I want to thank you, and I want to say rest in peace to those that have died in an action rooted in a feeling of lack, abandonment, the approval of others. I want to say rest in peace to those who have really thrived in this society, but it came with a cost of humanity and an appreciation of everything and everybody around them. I want to say rest in peace, and rest in peace, like, now I don't want to say it can't be present, but I pray that everybody finds that peace, that despite the circumstances, what they hope to achieve and what they will achieve, there's a peace that is possible now in pursuit of all these things, if you're willing to look for it eternally and in Christ. So I want to thank you, and I want to ask you to like, share, and put your own comments down below. What do you see, like, in creation? How do we tend to fall being creators? And as an expression of creation, what can we do to improve? How do we prevent these cyclic patterns from continuing? And how do we remember people's humanity for the people that have made it? Like, I talked about Odell Beckham and LeBron, like, but that's not even limited to that. Your pastors, your friends, anybody and everybody. How do you remember their humanity? And simply ask, yo, are you okay? You know, like, in these times we're gonna need one another more than ever. So be intimate, be honest, be authentic, and be free, and harmonize with the eternal at this moment. I want to thank you. My name is Lizzie. Shalom, peace and blessings. Adios.